Welcome to the Illegal Immigration Topics channel. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic, this illegal immigration person caused a major head-on collision. And I want you to just imagine if the victim was your loved one. And see, the thing about it is within Americanism that these border breaker illegal immigrants, they really do think that American citizens, I'm not talking about ones that just became naturalized just half a week ago, a few years ago. No, we're not going to play that. We're talking American citizens that's been over in America for many generations, right? And it's only about three different major cultures that's been in America for centuries as far as American citizens like that. So the thing about it, they are thinking that American citizens that's been over for generations in America, are supposed to just don't pay attention to these border break illegal immigrants causing major catastrophic criminality on this situation. But these same type of border break illegal immigrants, they know that American citizens cannot go to other countries and do some of these heinous type of criminality, and then get free legal resources determined by which particular city and state they're in, especially various parts of sanctuary cities. Just imagine that. So let's go ahead and share my screen on this particular part, on this topic today. One moment here. Make sure you can see this. Okay. All right. You see, this is December the 10th article, 2025. Today is December the 20th, 2025. ICE arrests Honduran criminal illegal alien following head-on collision that severely, let me repeat that this criminal illegal alien this ICE arrests Honduran criminal illegal alien following head-on collision that severely injured this Maryland woman. This border breaker illegal immigrant alien entered illegally in 2022 under the Biden's administration's catch and release policies. Now look at this. Look at him. All right. And look at this car collision, that head-on collision that he caused. And you imagine if this was your loved one that was in this heinous type of head-on collision by this border breaker illegal immigrant, right? But that's what they want American citizens to sit there and help them out. ICE Baltimore arrested Kevin Alexis Mendez Ortiz November 25th, that's 2025, doing a target immigration enforcement operation in Oxon Hill. Mendez is a criminal illegal alien from Honduras who recently caused a head-on collision in Prince George's County that sent a U.S. citizen to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Mendez entered the U.S. illegally. Mendez entered the U.S. illegally in 2022 under the Biden's administration, again, catch and release policy. This tragic incident underscores why ICE remains steadfast in its mission to identify, apprehend, and remove, illegal aliens who pose a threat to public safety, said this particular Harvard personnel. A U.S. citizen suffered devastating injuries because of the reckless behavior of an illegal alien who had no lawful right to be in our country. The Baltimore field office extends our deepest hopes for our fellow citizens' full and speedy recovery. We will continue working tirelessly to keep our community safe from individuals who endanger the public through irresponsible and unlawful actions. On November the 9th, 2025, Mendez was traveling eastbound on a Maryland road when he crossed into ongoing traffic in the westbound lane, striking a vehicle head on. Mendez then fled the scene of the incident. The passenger of the vehicle Mendez hit, a woman. Now, how much you want to bet that she's most likely a border breaker, illegal immigrant, or she slid under some kind of program, right? However it goes, who wishes to remain anonymous, suffered critical injuries, including a broken vertebrae, a broken collarbone, a broken wrist. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. Let me go right back. Excuse me. Let me go back. The passenger of the vehicle he hit. So excuse me. Let me go back and rewind this on that. Okay. Just strike the last part. I'm sitting there thinking if the border breaker legal immigrant, the car he was in, if that woman, if it was a woman in that car, he sit there and left and she had injuries. So forgive me for that. So let's rewind this. The passenger of the vehicle that this border breaker legal immigrant Mendez hit, a woman who wished to remain anonymous, suffered critical injuries, including broken vertebrae, a broken collarbone, a broken wrist, fractured ribs, injury to her intestines, her uterus, a ruptured diaphragm, a collapsed lung, a concussion, and more. She faces a long road to recovery. You know what? I'm going to read that one last time. And again, I want you to keep this in mind if this was your loved one that was a victim of a border breaker or legal immigrant who sit there and cause such major accident that could have left your loved one fatalitized by this border breaker legal immigrant. The passenger of the vehicle Mendez hit, a woman who wished to remain anonymous, suffered critical injuries, including a broken vertebrae, a broken collarbone, a broken wrist, fractured ribs, injury to her intestines and uterus, a ruptured diaphragm, a collapsed lung, a concussion, and more. She faces a long road to recovery. Now, let me read some of these things that he also they accuse him of. What he did on November the 12th, 2025, the Prince George's County such and such department cited Mendez for the following violations: failure of individual driving to display license to uniformed police on demand, failure to display registration card upon demand by a police officer, driving on highway without required license authorization, failure to immediately stop vehicle at the scene of an accident involving bodily injury, failure to return to or remain at the scene of an accident involving attended vehicle damage, failure of vehicle driver involving accident to give insurance policy information, failure to drive vehicle on right half of the roadway, driver changing lanes when unsafe after hit and run, vehicle collision, failure to control vehicle speed on highway to avoid collision, failure to obey properly placed traffic control device instructions, failure to obey designated lane directions. The U.S. Border Patrol arrested Mendez after he illegally entered the United States near Hidalgo, Texas, September the 30th, 2022. Mendez was issued a notice to appear that same day and was released into the United States of its own reconnaissance. Do you think that would happen in another country if an American black, or American white, or American Indian? You get the point, right? Do you think they would sit there and if they would have did the same thing to a citizen of a country that they'd have been let go on their own reconnaissance? Right? Members of the public can report crimes of suspicious activity by dialing 1-866-DHS to ICE 1-866-347-2423 or completing the online tip form.
I say this calls for action, and now, nip it in the bud.
Thank you for tuning in to the illegal immigration topics channel.